On today's episode of LiveLeanTV, I'm sharing my personal experience on how to boost your good HDL cholesterol levels. So I'm continuously monitoring my blood work to make sure that the foods that I'm eating are taking me closer towards my goals. But before I get into it, let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had your cholesterol levels tested. And while you're down there, do me a favor and tap that thumbs up button to show your support to this channel. And if you're looking to live lean and healthy 365 days a year, you should probably tap that subscribe button with notifications turned on as well. Now I have to be clear and upfront, I am not a doctor. I'm just sharing my journey and how I raise my HDL cholesterol levels based on my naturopathic doctor's recommendations. So based on my last cholesterol test, I've successfully raised my healthy HDL cholesterol to peak levels. Now, this is important because as a 41-year-old dad of 2 young kids, one of my main goals is optimizing my testosterone levels. So by increasing my cholesterol levels, it seemed to be a prime contributor in helping me double my testosterone levels from the low 300s to the 600s. So before I share how I did all this, I want to first give a shout out to today's video sponsor, Let's Get Checked. So Let's Get Checked is the leader in at-home testing. And if you've been following my journey over the years, you've probably noticed that I've taken a much more data-driven approach to my health. So in previous episodes, I showed you how I use Let's Get Checked at-home tests to test my testosterone levels at home, my cortisol levels, and to see if I'm deficient in any micronutrients. So today I want to show you the Let's Get Checked diabetes and heart test. So this at-home finger prick test will provide you with your total cholesterol levels, your HDL cholesterol levels, your LDL cholesterol levels, your HDL percentage of total cholesterol, your total triglyceride levels, and your HbA1c blood sugar levels. So if you're looking to reduce your risk of heart disease, monitoring your triglyceride levels and your blood sugar levels is very important, and I'll talk more about that later in the video. So once you order the at-home test kit online, it shows up at your doorstep a few days later. And this kit provides you with everything you need to easily self-administer the finger prick test. They now even provide a vibrating finger device to help increase the blood flow for collection. So in addition to your cholesterol level results, this test also allows you to monitor your HbA1c results, which measures your average blood sugar levels over the past 3 months. So this provides you with the data to see if you're in the normal or the pre-diabetic reference range. So here's how simple it is to test your cholesterol levels at home. Follow the provided easy-to-follow directions to collect your blood sample in the morning before eating. Then simply mail it back in the provided prepaid envelope. You will then receive your results in the secure Let's Get Checked app within 2 to 5 days. And if your results come back abnormal, a nurse can reach out for support. So if you're interested in using this at-home cholesterol and diabetes test, the testosterone test, or any other blood test, use the coupon code at the top of the description down below. So with all that said, let's jump into it. So here's the quick backstory. So a few years ago, I shared a video post on how I doubled my testosterone levels. Long story short, after getting my blood tested, my doctor, who at the time was my personal training client, was shocked to see that my testosterone levels were in the low 300s. So based on these results, one of my main priorities with my diet and my workouts was to naturally increase my testosterone levels. And to help with that, I worked with a naturopathic doctor who was monitoring my blood test results. And I recorded one of our calls where my naturopathic doctor covered the importance of raising my cholesterol levels in order to optimize my hormones. So here's a video of what the doctor said on the call.
I feel like every man I get back is low testosterone.
Yeah.
So your cholesterol at 150, most doctors would be thrilled with you. Just like, this is an excellent lipid profile. You couldn't really do much better. The one thing I will say though is, in my opinion, it's a little low. And why I don't want low cholesterol for you is because it's the backbone of all of your hormones.
Right.
Especially if you're having hormone deficiency issues. So if you don't have enough cholesterol, you're not going to be pumping out extra testosterone.
Yeah. So in other words, she wanted me to increase my total cholesterol levels. So here are the foods that I use to boost my cholesterol levels. So obviously a whole food diet, high in protein, healthy fat, leafy green vegetables, and lower in refined processed carbohydrates is optimal for overall health. So based on this advice from my naturopathic doctor, they recommended that I consume more healthy fats, particularly saturated and monounsaturated fats, to boost my cholesterol levels. So these foods included eggs. Now, I eat 4 whole eggs every morning. Grass-fed beef. I eat 1 serving of grass-fed beef on most days. Cold water fish. Now, I'm trying to have more fish throughout the week, but I also consume fish oil every day. Nuts and seeds. So I add nuts and seeds to my salads every day and also in the morning. Now, avocados. So I eat avocado or guacamole pretty much every day. And healthy oil. So coconut oil. So I drink a coconut oil coffee every day. I have avocado oil. I use it to cook all my foods. Then I have olive oil, which I add olive oil to my salad every day. And then grass-fed butter. So I occasionally have bread or a bagel, which I'll add grass-fed butter to. My doctor also recommended MCT oil, ghee, pumpkin seed oil, and walnut oil. However, I don't usually include these in my everyday diet. Now, but wait, so you're probably thinking that cholesterol is bad because it raises your risk for cardiovascular disease, right? Well, there are a lot of common misconceptions on cholesterol. So let's first talk about what is cholesterol. So cholesterol is a waxy substance that is found in all your cells. It's primarily produced by your liver as well as from the foods that you consume. So your body needs cholesterol to build cells, to improve brain function, to make vitamins, including the all-important vitamin D, to optimize hormones, including testosterone. So in the past, the term cholesterol has been often branded as being bad for your heart and the primary cause of cardiovascular disease. However, over the years, the focus has begun to shift from total cholesterol levels to a combination of a specific bad type of cholesterol and triglyceride levels. So research now points to a high ratio of triglycerides to HDL cholesterol as the major predictor of extensive coronary disease. So a general rule of thumb is having a triglycerides to an HDL ratio of less than 2 is optimal. Now, when that ratio is more than 4, it's considered high. So let's talk about HDL versus LDL and what's the difference. So your total cholesterol levels are broken down into 2 different types of cholesterol. You have your HDL cholesterol and your LDL cholesterol. Now, HDL cholesterol, which is just short for high density lipoprotein, is typically referred to as the good cholesterol, as higher levels of HDL may lower the risk of heart disease. It also helps remove the bad cholesterol from your bloodstream and sends it back to the liver. Now, LDL cholesterol is short for low density lipoprotein and is typically referred to as the bad cholesterol. So excessive LDL cholesterol can build up on the blood vessel walls, thus increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. However, it is important to note that there are 2 kinds of LDL cholesterol. You have small dense LDL and you have large fluffy LDL. So the small dense LDL particles are the ones that increase the risk of heart disease because they have an easier time getting into the arteries and damaging your blood vessels. Now, the large fluffy LDL particles appear to be less dangerous risk for heart disease. Now, the other heart disease marker to monitor are your triglyceride levels. So what are triglycerides? Well, triglycerides are fats found in the bloodstream. So when you consume more calories than your body burns, your body converts those excessive calories into triglycerides, which are then stored as body fat. So as your triglyceride levels go up, it's likely that your levels of the dangerous small dense LDL particles will also go up and your levels of good HDL cholesterol goes down. So that's a nasty combination to increase your risk of heart disease. So lowering your triglyceride levels by lowering your blood sugar levels and your insulin is a key marker in reducing your risk of heart disease. So you can do this by lowering your carbohydrate consumption, especially when it comes to refined carbohydrates that make up a large percentage of the standard American diet. So here's the bottom line on raising good HDL cholesterol levels. When it comes to optimizing your cholesterol and lowering your risk of heart disease, it's important to focus on boosting your good HDL cholesterol levels and lowering your dangerous small dense LDL particles and lowering your triglyceride levels and blood sugar levels. So the first step is to get a blood test to monitor your current cholesterol levels, your blood sugar levels, and your triglycerides. So once you see your blood test results, you can then assess if you need to make changes to your lifestyle and diet. So these diet and lifestyle changes could include adding more healthy fat into your diet, lowering your consumption of refined processed carbohydrates, following a workout program comprised of strength training and HIIT workouts that has you training hard for 3 to 5 days a week, getting 7 to 8 hours of high quality sleep every day, and of course, if you're smoking, Stop. So once again, guys, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Let's Get Checked. You can use the link and the 30% off discount coupon code in the description below to get your at-home cholesterol test mailed to you and basically shows up at your front door. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep living lean.